Hi, I'm Courtney Thomas,
I'm Dr. Sandy Kovrig,
and we are,
the Stock Medics,
and we're here
to rescue
to
your portfolio.
Today we're going to talk about a stock that's been going absolutely crazy, Nvax.
All right.
You did some research on this. We'll talk about it right after
The intro.
Dr. Sandy, can you give me some background on this stock?
Absolutely. I reviewed two recent articles that discuss Novavax using different approaches. The first article is on Simply Wall Street. It focused on and cited some amazing growth statistics on Novavax.
Nice.
For instance, the share price is up 947% this past year.
That's an amazing return. I take that every year.
Every
year, yes.
Absolutely. The last quarter showed returns of 58%. Now, year over year, for the long term, Novavax is up 557%.
This is a growth company.
Absolutely.
Right.
The company wasn't profitable, but Novavax's revenue grew by 2,449%.
In the right space at the right time. These guys make vaccines. Great time for vaccine company.
It sure is. The editor pointed out that even bullish stock shareholders might watch for the share price to drop back a bit just because of the massive gain.
Right, it's been up a lot.
So now there were two positives in the summary. One is that it was trading at 2.2 below fair market estimates.
Okay. That's not bad.
No, it's not.
That means it's not overvalued at the present time.
Perfect. And then earnings are forecast to grow 34.59% per year.
That's great growth. Year over year, 34% growth. This is good. Growth company deserve that value.
Awesome. However, there were three listed warnings. One is that it's highly volatile over the last 3 months.
It has been.
And two is that shareholders have been substantially diluted in the past year.
Right, because they do the secondary offerings, and the secondary offerings are where their companies raise money by issuing new stock so they can do research, R&D, build out infrastructure. So this is good for a growth company.
Okay. And the third is that there's been significant insider selling over the past 3 months.
And again, a lot of these insider selling, they were already programmed, pre-programmed for a specific date, specific time. So that doesn't really worry me. You know, they made a lot of money. They should take some.
Okay. Now, earlier today, you were telling me something about a meeting.
So the CEO of Novavax met with the South Korean president. And the South Korean president said that he's going to make sure there's a speedy approval process. So if the president is saying it, this could happen really quick. I'm very bullish on this company.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Now, the second article is more of a review of the science behind the vaccine, and it's called the EU sees potential in protein-based vaccines. Now, this was done by it was the SA News editor who put this together. Now, the EU Commission says that they may expand their portfolio of vaccines to include protein-based options. That was through Reuters.
Well, this makes a lot of sense because not everybody trusts the RNA vaccines.
Okay. Now, it also has an efficacy rate of 96%.
This is great.
And 86% against variants. So that's
right. This is pretty good. This is a vaccine that the temperatures you can put in a refrigerator.
Wonderful.
It's portable.
Well, that's good because the Pfizer vaccine, you had to put it in. It had to be at negative 70 degrees.
Right.
So
Deep freeze.
Yeah.
Right. You can't put this in a cooler. take it in the bush. That's why the Novavax vaccine is portable. It can reach those people in those small towns, in the rural areas, out in the country.
That's excellent. Now, the way it works, it teaches the immune system to make antibodies to the spike protein.
Okay.
So, and that's not the mRNA.
Correct. You're the doctor. You know, I just know the stocks. I like the stock. I like the chart. I like the way it looks. What else do you have?
Well, that's kind of what I'd like to know. What do you think of the company in terms of an investment? What do the charts say? What do they look like?
Well, we were buying this stock 8-10 days ago, right? And we were buying it because we found support levels that was very strong on the charts, right? So if we pull up this chart, kind of zoom out here, and you can see that there's a support line that went back to November, that blue line that I'm looking at here. And every time the stock would get to that line, it would move back up. Every time it gets to this area, it moves back up. So that gave us a perfect backdrop to buy this thing off. Great setup. And it gave us time as well, you know, to then build our position. So we were in here buying this thing 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, adding our shares, buying our calls, buying the stock and buying the calls. So when you're patient, the stock builds. Today, the thing broke out 36 points, over 16%. Big day.
Big day. So tell me, how did you do?
I did great. I sold my call because I did not want to be a pig. Because bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered.
Well, that's kind of what I did. I saw it went up to 261, so I tried to sell. It was already starting to come down. I had 20 shares. I managed to sell it at $259. I made $965 profit.
This is awesome.
So,
good payday, good work day. We've been working on the stock. I think it's going to go higher. It may come back a little bit. I'd love for it to come back because I really want to get back in.
Awesome. Well, you know, I think that this is one way my portfolio was rescued.
So Novavax rescued your portfolio. This is awesome.
That's right.
This is great. Thank you so much for joining us today.
If you have a stock that you would like Stock Medics to discuss, just drop it in the comments below.
Also, smash the like button.
And please subscribe to the channel. Remember to hit the notification bell so that you'll be aware of when we post a new video.
And if anything that we said here today brought value to you, please consider joining us in the Discord channel where we research stocks and talk about stocks all day long.